Om Shanti, 25th August 2023. Baapdada Sakar Murli. In the essence, Baba says, sweet children, this conference age is land of Brahmins. When you become the children of Brahma, you have to claim your inheritance from the unlimited Father and also enable others to claim it. Question: what type of intellect do you need in order to understand this knowledge very well? Answer: those with business intellects will understand this knowledge very well. This is an unlimited business. The Father continues to show your children many different methods with which you can earn an income. The duty of you children is to make effort. You should invent such methods that you continue to accumulate an income for yourselves and in which there is also benefit for others. Remembering the Father and doing service are the means of your earning an income. Song: O traveler of the night, do not become weary. Your days of happiness are about to come. Om Shanti. The Father from beyond explains to you children. He says, children, don't forget me, your Supreme Father from beyond, the Supreme Soul. The God of the Gita is remembered. No one ever speaks of the God of the Bible or the God of the Quran. None of the founders of religions have said, O children, remember me, your Father from beyond. No one would be able to say this to anyone. When a baby is born, he recognizes his father. Because he is in higher, he will continue to remember his father. Now, the Father from beyond says, O my long lost and now found children, you now have to come to me. I have come to take you children back to the supreme abode, the land of Nirvana. You devotees used to remember me, God. I now tell you to remember me constantly. I take you to the land of happiness. Look in the mirror of your heart and see how much sorrow you have experienced for half a cycle. You didn't experience as much sorrow in the beginning. It is later that sorrow increases. The Father from beyond now says, remember me. He says to souls of all religions, O my children, you have all been considering yourselves to be mothers. Now, the Father from beyond of you children, the one all human souls remember at times of sorrow, has come and explains to you children through the lotus mouth of Brahma. Explanations are given to Brahmins, the mouth-born children of Brahma. Prajapita Brahma did not only have Kumaris, he had both Kumars and Kumaris. There were brothers and sisters, Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. All of you are the children of the one Father, the granddaughters and grandsons of the one grandfather. You children are having it explained to you personally. You listen personally and you understand that you are all children of incorporeal Shiv Baba. You are definitely studying Raj Yoga in order to claim your sovereignty of heaven from Shiv Baba through Brahma. Whatever the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul explains through Brahma's mouth, you have to explain that to others. You have to explain to your physical brothers and sisters. You are now called Parlokik from beyond. You are claiming your inheritance from the Father from beyond. Therefore, you call yourselves Parlokik brothers and sisters, whereas others are physical brothers and sisters. The Father explains, children, connect your intellects and yoga to me exactly as you did 5,000 years ago, and your sins will be absolved. Your sins will be burnt away. Remembrance of the Father is called the fire of yoga. By staying in remembrance of the Almighty Authority, you receive power. He is the one and only incorporeal Father. He gives you this knowledge through this Brahma's mouth. He definitely needs a chariot to do this, a chariot is which he can ride. This is the chariot which the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul enters and teaches these things to you children. He gives you explanations of this world from its beginning through its middle to its end, whereby you become rulers of the globe, future kings and queens. By staying in constant remembrance, you will become conquerors of vice. You will become pure charitable souls. You will become rulers of the globe, world emperors and empresses for 21 births in heaven which Baba establishes. We can relate the importance of all the festivals that take place in Bharat, such as Shiv Jayanti, Holi, Rakhi, Janmashtami, Diwali, etc., and also the biographies of all the deities. Come, brothers and sisters, we will give you the introduction of your Father from beyond. By receiving this introduction and studying Easy Raj Yoga, you can become the masters of the world. You will rule the unshakable, constant world, almighty kingdom of purity, peace and happiness. It is very easy to explain this to anyone. You should also write in this way. We will explain the secrets that the Father has explained to us. You will claim your inheritance from the Father if you become His child. You too can come and claim your unlimited inheritance from your unlimited Father. For birth after birth, you have been claiming limited inheritances. Those are inheritances of sorrow because it is the kingdom of Ravan. There was constant happiness in the kingdom of Ram. Then, in the kingdom of Maya, Ravan, you became unhappy. You can explain this to anyone. You can also explain these things in a public lecture. God is the highest on high. Then there is the praise of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. It is remembered that establishment took place through Brahma. Therefore, he must surely have been in the corporeal world. Brahmins are the children of Brahma. He is called Brahma, the father of humanity. So, the Brahmin caste is needed first. The Brahmin caste is the highest of all. Who creates this caste? The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. All are children of the Father. He sits here and teaches you Brahma Kumars and Kumaris through Brahma. This conference age is the land of Brahmins, and you will then go to the land of Rudra and then to the land of Vishnu. The ones who stay in constant remembrance will be the first ones to go into the rosary of Rudra. They will become the kings and queens of the Sun dynasty and then the Moon dynasty. Therefore, by studying Raj Yoga with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, at this time you can claim a royal status. The Father says, constantly remember me, your Father. Connect your intellects in yoga to me. This is a spiritual pilgrimage. You have been going on physical pilgrimages for birth after birth. The Father now comes and teaches you this spiritual pilgrimage. He says, remember me, your Father and your sweet home, the place from where you come to pay your parts. When you were beautiful, you ruled the world. Then, when you sat on the power of lust, you became ugly. From beautiful, you became ugly. Bharat was very beautiful. The very name was heaven. Now it is hell. You are those who become worshippers from being worthy of worship. Therefore, the highest on high is God Shiva, who accomplishes his task through Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. They have been made the instruments responsible for this. He is Karan Karavanhar. He teaches Raj Yoga through Brahma in order to make Bharat into heaven. The Father says, only when I finish the task of teaching you Raj Yoga will destruction take place. You will then go and rule the kingdom of the new world, which is now being established. However, this depends on how much effort you make. Everything depends on effort. They say that the Ganges is the purifier. So, why do they call out to the Supreme Soul, O purifier, come? The worshipper devotees have to receive the fruit of their worship and devotion. They receive the reward of liberation in life, in heaven, and all the rest receive their reward of peace. All those who studied Raj Yoga become happy in heaven, where there were both peace and happiness. You have to have your sins absolved. All karmic accounts have to be settled. You then have to play your parts again from the beginning. The Father enables everyone to settle their karmic accounts. He makes them pure and takes them back with him. The significance of this aspect has to be understood. Human beings remember God. Therefore, He definitely has to come onto this earth. He says, I come onto this earth to give devotees the fruit of their devotion. I grant them liberation in life and also peace and happiness. People everywhere in the world ask for peace, happiness, and wealth. Human beings make so much effort to attain money so that they can become wealthy. They consider happiness to be in wealth. However, it doesn't matter how much wealth anyone has. This is still the kingdom of Maya. It is still an impure world. Therefore, there must definitely be sin here. People commit a lot of sin to attain wealth. This is a world of sinful souls. There is not a single pure charitable soul here, whereas there are no sinful souls in the world of pure charitable souls. The king, queen, and subjects are all pure charitable souls. Kings in the impure world also worship those pure deities because they consider the deities to be completely virtuous and that they themselves have no virtues. They say, have mercy on us. Then they say that they are God. There is only the one Father who purifies the impure by saying purifier. Your intellect should go up to the incorporeal God. There are worshippers who worship the incorporeal one. Therefore, the incorporeal Father is the highest on high. Until they have his proper introduction, how can they worship him? They say that Shiva is God because they remember the incorporeal, but who is he? They need his full introduction. Why do they remember the incorporeal one? What do they receive from him? Will they go to the incorporeal world? Souls do not know the way to the incorporeal world. Even though everyone remembers him, they don't have his introduction. No one can become pure through that type of remembrance. The incorporeal one himself comes here into a corporeal one. People study so many scriptures, etc., in order to go to the incorporeal world. But no one can go there. They don't know the way there. The guides of physical pilgrimages know those ways, which is why they are able to take people there. No one here knows this past. So how could they explain? This is why they say that God is infinite. In that case, how could they remember him? They don't understand anything at all. Someone said that he was infinite and someone else said that he was incorporeal. Therefore, they became worshippers of the incorporeal one. Nowadays, they say that they are God. Day by day, people's ideas are becoming tamopradhan. They say whatever they think. The Father explains that he has been remembered as the highest on high. Through the idea of omnipresence, everyone becomes the highest on high. How can those who are impure and unhappy be the highest on high? On the one hand, they say that he is beyond name and form, and on the other, they put him into the pebbles and stones. That is called defamation of religion. Now they say, we are the supreme soul. Whatever has passed was in the drama. It will happen again. By them making mistake after mistake, by giving insult to him after insult, Bharat has become so impure. Everyone has to receive the Father's introduction. Your influence will spread. People receive knowledge through so many Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. These things are surely spoken by the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. The highest of all is Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. He is praised a great deal. There is no limit to his praise. The Father now sits here and gives his own introduction. What do? I come and teach Raj Yoga and transform impure souls into pure souls. It is remembered, God, your ways and means are unique. Therefore, it is definitely when he comes here that he would give directions. The Christ soul came to establish the Christian religion. The Father's directions are unique. This Father is the highest of all. Out of all the human beings in Bharat, it is the highest on high deities who wear a double crown. This is the Father's Srimad. God speaks. I teach you Raj Yoga which no one else can teach. It is written, God speaks. He is heavenly God, the Father who establishes heaven. He teaches you Brahmins Raj Yoga for heaven. The Brahmin caste is the highest of all. The Father shows you many methods for doing service. Even though someone insults you, you must still put up the pictures. It must be written on them that Bharat goes through these castes. Now that it is the Iron Age, there is the Shudra caste. You then become Brahmins through the Father. You are called Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Your pictures should be such that human beings become amazed and say that they have never seen such pictures anywhere else. Those with business intellects can understand these things very well. This business is very good, and the one who gives elevated directions is also the most elevated. However, there are many children who don't make effort at all. They say at home sleeping. So Baba comes to uplift them. If you create one picture, thousands will experience benefit from that. Everyone will sing your praise. They will say, salutations to you mothers. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Baapdada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children in return to the spiritual father says good morning, namaste, namaste, namaste. Thank you so much, Baba. Essence for Dharna, point number 1. In order to become number 1 in the rosary of Rudra, stay in constant remembrance of the Father. Make yourself pure by remembering the Father and the sweet home. Point number 2. Become a spiritual guide and take everyone on this true pilgrimage. Follow the Srimad of the one Father and make yourself double crown. Blessing. May you be a master knowledgeful one and use the power of your own stage to face any adverse situation. May you be a master knowledgeful one and use the power of your own stage to face any adverse situation. Explanation to this. Your own stage means the stage of soul consciousness. Adverse situations come from other people or from matter, but if your own stage is powerful, those adverse situations are nothing in front of it. Those who are stable in their own stage are not afraid of any type of adverse situation because they have become knowledgeful souls. They have the knowledge of all the 3 aspects of time and of all souls. They know that those souls are under an external influence, and so they will serve those souls with their good wishes and pure feelings. They will not be afraid but constantly smile. Slogan. Fortunate are those who constantly sing songs of their fortune, not of their weaknesses. Fortunate are those who constantly sing songs of their fortune, not of their weaknesses. Acha, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.